All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Technology Concierge. My name is Vincent. Today I'm going to be going over some of the things that I like to do after I've set up a new personal PC. Either I've purchased one and I'm setting it up, or I have installed a fresh copy of Windows 10. Now, um, this is a recommendation on something that I personally do. This does not mean that you need to do it. But it is something that can save you a good bit of time depending on how it is. So now obviously I already have Windows installed and set up the way that I want. We're just going to pretend that this is a brand new system, and this tutorial, although the channel focuses a lot on some of the professional applications, this tutorial would work either, it could even work for professional applications, but more to the point, it's specific for you're setting up a brand new computer, or you've just installed a new version of Windows, or a fresh copy of Windows, and you want to get some things taken care of before you really start using the computer. So the first thing that you want to do is, now I have a hardline connection or an Ethernet port that I'm plugged into. If you don't have that and you've got Wi-Fi, you'll want to make sure that you're connected to your Wi-Fi, because otherwise your web browser isn't going to work. Now, Windows comes standard with a web browser called Microsoft Edge. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, on the screen here, as you can see my mouse, I'm going to go to the bottom left of my screen and right where my start menu is. Now I'm not going to click my start menu. I'm going to move one to the right and hit this little search bar. And there we go. And once the search bar comes up, I'm going to type Microsoft Edge. And then I'm going to hit enter. Now you can click it too. I like to hit enter. So we hit enter and voila, Microsoft Edge opens up. It's brilliant, or is it? And we're ready to, go to where we need to go. And the place I'm going to take you is called Ninite. Now, if you're not familiar with computers, you probably don't know what Ninite is, and that's fine. What Ninite is a repository of programs where you can download a bunch of different things in one file, open and run that file, and it will install all the selected programs at once. So one place to get a bunch of stuff out of the way. So up at the top, we've got this long skinny bar here, or our web address bar, also known as our search bar. So go ahead and type in www.ninite.com and hit enter to get it going. Now, when you open up the website, and I will include this link in the video description, so don't worry. When you open up the website, you're going to see this screen, right? Now, almost immediately, this pops out. You see pick the apps that you want. You got a bunch of check marks. You've got web browsers, messaging, media, all kinds of stuff. If you don't know what most of this stuff is, don't install it. Just install what you think you need. I recommend using a web browser other than Microsoft Edge, so you can install, say, Firefox, for example, or Chrome, whichever you prefer, or Opera. I've only met one or two people who use Opera, but anyway, a different story. For messaging, if you use Skype, you can select that. You're going to see me select .NET 8, Silverlight, and Air. I'm not going to really go into depth on this. Just know that if you use Ninite, I really recommend that you just go ahead and install those softwares now. This app basically does it for you. You don't have to worry about anything, getting messed up or screwing something up. You can just click it, run it, and it works. I've never known Ninite to fail in personal experience. If you have any media tools, you can select those. And once you've selected, and if you're a developer too, you've got some nice developer tools here to get you started. Anyway, so you note everything has a checkbox. Those are the programs that it's going to download and package into your installer. So after you've done that, scroll down on the page and you see this. It says download and run your custom installer updates or updater, right? And what we're going to click is Get Your Ninite. And when we click Get Your Ninite, After a moment, we're going to get, there it is, a little box down at the bottom. And we have three options: run, save, or cancel. Now, I would just recommend hitting run and going from there. I personally am going to save this because I've already installed the software from here. So I'm going to hit save. All right, now I get three more options. I can run it again, I can open my folder, or I can view downloads. I'm going to open my folder. And when I open my folder, this box shows up. Now, right here you can see the application I downloaded. So if I right click, right, and hit run as administrator, or you could just double click it consequently. It'll ask you if it needs administrator privilege, and then you would just hit yes. Once you run the application, you're going to get a box that looks very similar to this. And it's going to say that first it'll say downloading Chrome, downloading Firefox, downloading whatever it is you selected, and then it'll say installing. And all of those files and programs will be installed for you through one installation app. You have one very nice repository for applications at your disposal, right? And that is Ninite in a nutshell. It's a place where you can go and install a bunch of apps at once without having to do much work yourself. It's really a nice tool to use, and I highly recommend it if you're setting up a new personal computer or you've just installed a fresh copy of Windows. It saves lots of time. That's the end of the video for today. Please check out the video that I will do on Windows security tips and tricks, things that I like to do with new Windows setups to make them a little bit more private than they otherwise would be. Hit the like and subscribe button down below, and stay tuned for more content. Thanks for watching, guys.